Hey, this StephThirdy, man. About to sink in, man. You know, I don't do too much introduction. You know what I'm saying? You seen my last video, but let's just get into it. I'm gonna talk about why battle rap is dead. If you ain't seen my last video, I talked about Cassidy versus Goodz. I did a resolution review. I talked about Gilly and how he was hating before the battle, and then after the battle. I touched on a few things, man. How Aver was complaining on Angry Fan. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a couple things that I touched on. So go back and watch that if you ain't see it. This video gonna be about why battle rap is dead. I feel like battle rap is dead after seeing the Cassidy versus Goodz battle. It made me even refer back to the Aver versus Mook battle, and it just made that battle not make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it was a similar situation. I feel like the narrative was set up to be against Mook, the same way it was set up to be against Cassidy, and everybody went for it. I don't really understand why they went for it because it's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. For them to say that Mook is not for Aver to say that Mook is not a battle rapper, it's completely insane to me. And set that up as a narrative to turn the crown against him and all that stuff. Like, it's completely insane to me. That's a bad angle. It's how can you say that about Murder Mook is not a battle rapper? Murder Mook is the only reason that nigga is a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? And Cassidy might be the reason that Murder Mook is a battle rapper, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what's real and what's not real. Like, niggas, we got to be able to discern. Like, people, we got to start being smart and doing our history, doing our research, and starting to be able to discern what's real and what's not. We just have to, man. We have to start thinking and using our brains, or else this hip hop is gonna die, man. Like, hip hop and battle rap used to be something that was mentally stimulating, and it's missing that element now, man. It's not mentally stimulating no more, man. It's just not mentally stimulating no more. Yeah, like I said, the Cassidy and Goodz thing made me go back and rewatch the Mook and Verb battle, and I saw a lot of things I ain't like going on in that battle, and it just reminded me of the Cassidy battle, man. Like, and why battle rap is not good anymore. It just got too watered down. Oh, bad, y'all. Let me light this up real quick. It's too watered down now. Everything with the you see like a lot of things got to change in battle rap. First of all, the people in the other battle rappers in the venue cannot be in the front. They can't be in the front near the stage. They can't be on the stage. That got to change ASAP. That just got to change. You feel me? It influences the energy. It influences the whole vibe. It influences the whole entire vibe of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody is reacting more, that's in camera view or right in front of the stage, if somebody's reacting more to a rapper's rhymes than they should be, and not reacting the way they should be, and the same, you know what I mean? Like, the way they should be to the other rappers' rhymes, it influences the energy. You know what I'm saying? Energy is real. If people don't understand that, energy is real. It exists. It's exponential. It's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we got to get rid of that in battle rap if you want to save this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it real. And another thing is, the battle rappers can be, like I said, the battle rappers can be right in front of the stage. They have to be in the back of the venue. Every battle rapper that's attending, they have to. They can't, and no battle rappers can be on stage. For real, I think nobody should be on stage, honestly. I think nobody should be on stage. I don't think it should be like everybody, like, I understand they try to keep the essence with that, and they want everybody to be crowded around to make it look like on camera, to make it look like it's a throwback rap battle. But it doesn't help because those people reacting and doing stuff influences people's opinion. You know what I'm saying? It influences people's opinion instead of the bars, instead of the lyrics. I want to just hear the lyrics. I don't want to hear, I mean, it's going to be a crowd fine. Put the battle rappers in the back so they can't cheat. You know what I'm saying? Put the battle rappers in the back so they can't cheat, and let us hear the lyrics, man. Let us decide for ourselves who won if you're not going to have judges. Because y'all don't really know how to judge battles, because the people judging battles might think Goodz beat Cassidy, which is insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and think that Verb beat Mook, which is even more outlandish to me. That's insane to me. You know what I'm saying? There's no way, like, watching that Verb and Mook battle, just let me know that battle rap is definitely dying and needs help. And it needs people to speak up and say, yo, this is where this shit going, and we don't want to see it go that way because it's not mentally stimulating anymore. Anybody who thinks A Verb beat Murder Mook has to be clear, like their brain has to be either really small, they have to be a super Verb fan. I mean, it ain't too many ways you could think that that dude beat Murder Mook. It ain't too many ways you could dig that nigga out of a 3-0 right there. I don't see it, man. Anybody who see it any other way, I just think you're crazy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can give him 1 round somehow. I don't know. But I heard too many bars in that battle from Mook to possibly give that battle to A Verb in any way, shape, or form. The shit Mook was saying was just levels above what A Verb was saying. But since the narrative that he painted, we got to go into that too, the false narratives that get painted. I don't know if I already touched on it, but we got to talk about that too for sure. The false narratives that get painted like Murder Mook or Cassidy ain't battle rappers. When Mook battled Lux and Iron Solomon before A Verb, but Mook is not a battle rapper. When Cassidy battled Disaster, not to mention he battled Meek Mills on the beat, you know what I'm saying? Before he battled Goodz, but they painted the narrative that he's not one of them, or he's not a battle rapper, and he's nobody, and what? Like, it just makes no sense, man. You cannot paint false narratives. We can't keep allowing these guys to paint false narratives to win battles. It's going to turn to WWE. Anything is going to be allowed then. Like, y'all got to get where I'm coming from with this, man. Like, it's just, nah, man. It's going to turn to WWE too much, man. I don't want to see WWE. I watched that growing up. I'm grown now. I don't want to see WWE anymore and be fooled. You're not going to do that to me, man. I'm not a kid. And as a grown person looking for stimulation from battle rap, mental stimulation, an intellectual who's looking for mental stimulation from battle rap, I don't want to see this bullshit anymore. I can't take it. I can't take Goodz bars. I can't take, like, and saying Goodz is at the top of the food chain. Come on, man. We gotta stop, man. Like, it gotta stop. It just gotta stop somewhere, man. Like, people like that being at the top of the food chain. How? Like, you can't tell me Goodz would last in a ring with Murder Mook. How? Like, it's just no way after seeing what Murder Mook just did the A Verb not too long ago. He destroyed that man. It wasn't even a competition. Like, I never heard so many bars in my life in that battle. So, nah, man, we just gotta start shutting this down. Yo, people gotta start speaking up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's time to speak up. Even if you go to the Mook A Verb battle, you can see Jazz the rapper right there in the middle of the camera. But, like, you can see her between Mook and A Verb just reacting to nonsense. Like, when an intellectual like me look at somebody like Murder Mook, we looking at it like, why is A Verb even in the same ring as him? Why? It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be the only one that feels that way. Why did he even make it there? First of all, he lost the Goodz. How do you lose the Goodz and make it to Murder Mook? How? I mean, how? How do you do that? Like, the nigga lost to Goodz and several other battle rappers. Like, he even said himself he got 9 losses, I think, on an Angry Fan interview. How do you lose 9 times and still be a top battle rapper and be able to battle Murder Mook? I mean, it got to stop, man. It got to stop somewhere, man. I know some of y'all with common sense got to agree with what I'm saying. Y'all got to agree with what I'm saying. So the rappers got to get away from the crowd. I mean, they got to get out the front of the crowd, from front of the stage. They got to get off the stage. All battle rappers got to get off the stage. They can't influence the energy. I feel like everybody should be off the stage, but at least the battle rappers should be on the stage. Should be off the stage. I feel like the only people that should really be on the stage is the host and the bodyguards. I mean, not the bodyguards, the security. That's the only people that should be on the stage, in my opinion. But they try to keep the authentic feel somehow because they know it's WWE like shit now, so they try to fool us by putting the crowd around, making it seem like a street battle, and it's not. It's not a street battle. You know what I'm saying? And they influence the energy, and it's not cool. So, yeah. And creating false narratives, that got to go too. People got to stop accepting false narratives, man. They got to stop accepting them, yo. They just got to stop accepting false narratives. You can paint any picture you want and damn near, and the crowd will believe it. And that's not how you win a battle to me, man. That's not battle rap. Pandas create false narratives. You can't say things like Cassidy or Murder Mook is not a battle rapper. That's insane. I wouldn't even be watching battle rap if it wasn't for them too. So clearly they're battle rappers. What's next? What's next I gotta talk about? Shit. I think Cassidy brought the real back to battle rap, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think he brought the real back to battle rap. He was in that man's face. He spit directly at him. There was no theatrics, not too many theatrics. You know what I'm saying? Not a bunch of screaming and stomping. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just wanted to win with his lyrics, flow, and delivery. And that's how he did win. That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? That's what he brought to the table, and he brought his lyrical ability. Like, the stories, the different elements. Like, he got a lot in his package. You know what I'm saying? He's just not funny like that. You know what I mean? He can't tell, like, a super good joke. But other than that, he got a lot to offer. You know what I'm saying? That people are ignoring. That people ignored during that battle. So yeah, I heard another thing is I heard Norbs say that Cassidy, that Goodz won. I heard Norbs say on his podcast that Goodz won, which is interesting to me because I never seen Norbs say his opinion on the outcome of a battle before. On any podcast or on any platform. I never heard Goodz say the outcome of a battle before. Yeah. So that's crazy to me. And I feel like it's because they're trying to push that. They're trying to push that really hard. Because that's the first time I ever heard Norbs do that. Usually Norbs just be like, yo, I'm in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nothing. I'm just here for the fans and fans' point of view. I don't, you know. This time Norbs actually said the outcome. That in his opinion, anyway. I think he's lying. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he really thinks Goodz won that battle. You know what I'm saying? No. You just can't. There's no way you could possibly say Goodz got that battle clearly. To me, you just can't. Because you got it. The first round is Cassidy's, and the third is definitely debatable because Goodz was trash, and everything he said can be invalidated. So yeah, you got to be able to. You got to give him the first. You got to give Cass the first. You got to be able to debate the third. So saying that Goodz got a 2-1 is no. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. But he's entitled to his opinion at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But keeping it real, that's not how it went. You feel me? And another thing is I want to touch on too before I get out of here. People keep talking to these battle rappers. They keep talking about what they had to go through in the URL. They keep comparing themselves to Cassidy and saying that people like Verb and Enes and people like that, other battle rappers are starting to do it. And you know, the thing is, the difference is, man, y'all didn't have to go through what Cassidy went through. Y'all absolutely did not. That's not true. And y'all not going to paint that narrative and make it make sense to me because I'm not an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I can do my research. I can think for myself. There's no way you could paint that narrative to me and say that Cassidy ain't had to go through what y'all went through. You know what I mean? And think it's going to stick. Nah, man. It's not happening, dude. Cassidy had to battle everybody. Y'all niggas are battling each other, and a lot of y'all are not even that good. And y'all be like, there's no clear person who's better than most of the other people. It's never like, that's the problem. That's the problem with battle rap. We don't know who's better because first of all, it's too friendly, and y'all niggas are being half-assed with it. Y'all choking, y'all not showing up, y'all just coming mediocre, saying that battles on URL don't count. How a battle on URL don't count, dog? This is your career. You think if I see you take a loss, it don't count against you? Like, since when shit like that start? You know what I'm saying? You think if I see you lose on another platform that's not URL, I'm not going to count it against you? I'm going to count it against you tenfold because URL is supposed to be the pinnacle, right? So I'm going to count it against you tenfold if you lose on a platform that's not URL. It's going to get counted against you 10 times as worse because you were supposed to smoke whoever that was because they're not supposed to be on your level. Y'all supposed to be, you know what I mean? The All-Stars. Y'all URL supposed to have the All-Stars. So how you losing on another platform? You want to know how these niggas are losing on the other platforms? This is why they're losing on other platforms. Because these niggas can't rap that good. That's why. When you take the big-ass crowd out, when you take all the extra shit that they get off in them big-ass crowds out, they cannot get off the same way. Just like if y'all ever went to Angry Fans channel and seen Chubby Jazz battle against Cortez on the phone, it didn't sound nearly as good as Cortez sounds when he could do the theatrics. Even though Cortez is a good rapper to me, he's solid. You know what I'm saying? But if you hear that battle over the phone, Cortez might have got cooked. You know what I'm saying? And it's because these guys don't sound the same when you take away the theatrics. They don't sound the same, man. They just don't. They don't sound the same. They sound real mediocre. And that's the thing, man. We gotta start being able to distinguish, man. We gotta stop being fooled by our eyes and start like listening. We gotta start listening. Like it's an ear. Like we got. I'm there for what I hear. That's it. I'm not there for with my eyes. Like that's not nothing. Unless it's some whole shit going on. Like Goodz not looking Cassidy in the eye. Then I'm gonna pay attention to that. Like that's no way you can hide that from me. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, man. Cassidy had to battle everybody. You know what I'm saying? Cassidy had to battle absolutely everybody. I'm from Philly. I just moved to Houston like less than a year ago. So I grew up in Philly, man. I know for a fact that y'all didn't have to go through more than Cassidy. It's an interview from Swiss Beats on Vlad TV, I think, that states, Swiss is saying, we made Cassidy battle so much, I felt bad for him. You ever heard a nigga say that before? About any rapper or battle rapper? The nigga said, we made Cassidy battle so much, I felt bad for him. You know what I'm saying? That's how much this dude had to battle people, man. He had to battle everybody to get on, man. Everybody. Y'all have not been through any of the shit Cassidy been through. Y'all haven't. I grew up listening to this dude battle on the radio every single night. So stop comparing yourselves to that dude, man. Stop comparing yourselves to that dude, man. Don't say you've been through what we've been through in the URL. We understand that y'all worked hard for the URL to be what it is. But y'all also did a lot of half-assing to get URL to be where it is too. So we gotta look at both sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Cassidy, it's like this nigga worked hard all the way around. You understand what I'm saying? He never slacked off. He never said, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just going half-ass this or half-ass that. He never did that. He never did that. Y'all, the battle rappers and the URL rappers, they do that a lot. They half-ass a lot. They choke a lot. They come up with mediocre, they show up with mediocre bars a lot, or, I mean, not full rounds a lot. It's just, it's the truth. So stop comparing yourselves to people like Cassidy, man. Like, I respect what they did to build the URL up. I absolutely respect that. You know what I mean? Just like I respect the Grind Time and King of the Dot rappers for building up their platform to what it is. You know what I'm saying? Do I see URL rappers out rapping King of the Dot rappers when the URL crowd is taken out? No. Doesn't work that way. No, I don't see it. And this is why battle rap is dead. This is why battle rap is dying. Exactly that point right there. I don't see Fresco versus the Source. If y'all never seen Fresco versus the Source, that is the best battle I've seen in a long time. It was a fucking war. It was a war. I feel like Fresco got it 3-zip, even though it was like one of the best thesauruses I ever heard. If you've never seen that, look at it, man. It's a great battle. Fresco versus the Thesaurus on I think it was King of the Dot. Go check that out, man. You'll hear some real lyrics if you want to hear real lyricism. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't all judgmental like, oh, this is nerdy and man. There ain't no such thing as nerdy. It's smart and dumb. That's it. It's smart people and it's dumb people. There's no such thing as nerdy. There's no such thing as nerdy. That's not a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's people that's in the smart shit and it's people that's in the dumb shit. That's in it, like, you know what I'm saying? That's it. It's no nerdy. Knowledge is forever. You know what I'm saying? So you want to learn everything you can. You want to be into everything that you possibly can be into that's healthy for your growth. You know what I mean? For your mental growth and for your spiritual growth. So yeah, that's not a thing. Check out that battle though. You know what I mean? Check out Fresco versus Stories and you'll see why battle rap is dying. But anyway, go check out Cassidy's new tracks. Bars is back. And the other one is 5,210, which is a diss to Goodz, which I saw Goodz respond to. Well, I didn't see it. I didn't watch the video because I don't. Whatever, yo. You know what I'm saying? But I seen that the title of the video says something like Cassidy, the battle was already over. I don't think Cassidy thinks he lost to you, so I don't think that's going to work on people who are smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, but cool. That's the narrative you're trying to push. Like, I beat you already. You know, that's up to him, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it hurts Cassidy though, because I think anybody with common sense know Cassidy didn't lose, and Cassidy's a better rapper than Goodz. And by the way, he got at him on a new track too. That shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? He went hard. It's like he unloaded like 7 minutes of bars that he didn't get out in that battle. So go check that out too. Yeah, man. I think that's it, man. I think that's it, man. That's it for now, man. I get with y'all later, man. Y'all be easy. I'm out.